did so many wrong things in my life, but now I'm in my right mind, right mind.
What's going on, y'all, man? What's happening? What's going on? It's been a minute since I talked to you.
I'm excited to be here. Right Minds Podcast, Dougie TV. You know the vibes.
Yep.
Third time's the charm, I guess.
Yeah, man.
Glad to be back. Glad to be back. It's your boy Quixote.
Yeah. I know it's been interesting. I was like, you're like, yeah, man, we got just a whole slew of things that are coming up that we just need to come back on. I was like, yeah, of course, man. You're always welcome.
Appreciate it, man. No, definitely appreciate that.
Yo, Christy, can you do me a minor favor? Can you actually turn the AC off? Sorry. The on that, but there's like a mini switch like towards the back side of it.
Mini switch like a Draco.
Yeah. Trust me, that's not why I brought you here. I did not bring you to do a little maintenance work for us.
Yo,
Chris was like, yeah, the vibes. He's like, I see the vibes now. I see what you're doing.
Hey, yo.
Shout out to Crispy Picks.
Yes, sir. So what's been going on with y'all, man? What's new? I mean, Dougie, I'm meeting you for the first time. I
met J Faith once. We had a show together.
My bad.
Through over mics, some bars over bars.
Oh yeah, okay.
I think I've seen him. I definitely seen him. Like, I don't know if I have or not. It might not be the same person, but y'all might look alike. But I'm just saying, I think I've seen J Faith before.
Nah, if it was bars in the bars.
Wait, which one are you? Wait, hold on. There's two of y'all. You're
J Faith is right here.
So this is L.Y.F.E. This is J Faith.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I seen L.Y.F.E. I'm so sorry. I see two light skinned brothers, and I'm like,
we fit the profile of everything.
Like y'all look the same.
Hey, yo,
my fault.
No, but yeah, I've done. I used to do bars over bars back in the day, so probably cross paths at one point or another. I mean, that's how I met Quixote too. So it's been a long time coming since that show, because that was the first time I met the man formerly known as Mo Flow, now Michael Murphy III. We did that show down in Jamaica Plains over at Midway.
Oh shit, Midway! Yo, shout out to Midway. I haven't been there in a minute.
I haven't either since I stopped doing bars over bars.
Shout out to them though.
Yeah.
All right.
Word. Yeah, I haven't done a show in a while, but it's cool. They're doing their thing. No biggie.
Oh yeah, bars over bars. I just recently got hip, like not hip, but like just like incorporated to their shows last November or something like that. I did a couple of them.
Nice.
I only performed at one, but I support people, so I pop out here and there.
Word. So for the people that don't know you, Dougie, you want to share just a little bit of what you do and what you're involved in?
I feel like I don't get to talk about it. I'm glad to be on this show. It's an honor. You know what I'm saying? I seen y'all podcast and I mess with what y'all do. I don't know if I can swear. Yeah. Can I be like free? Can I be free range? Am I eligible to swear on this podcast?
Yeah, a little bit,
right? All right, so I'm keeping PG. So I'm an artist first. During the pandemic, I was constricted to being in the house, so I was like, dang, I got to do something else because I can't go to the studio. I can't perform like I usually do. Yeah. So I came up with like just doing reviews on news, and that was called Dougie TV, and that's what I thought it was just all gonna be. But then like Snapchat got involved. I got like twerk contest, and then that collided. So now I'm like, how do I keep it going? So now I'm promoting like women, and I just created a whole like community, or the community created itself based off of what they want. It's all about what they want, to be honest. Like FUBU for us, by us. Like, you feel me? Like
yeah. That's how the pod was too. I mean, I started like mid-pandemic somewhere in there, like just doing streaming stuff. Quixote knows, and it's turned into this, and it's been awesome. Like it just kept steamrolling into one other thing, man. So it's, as long as you just keep pushing forward with it, it's gonna happen. Yeah. Dope.
I mess with the podcast world. Like, I recently just started dabbling. Shout out to Local Culture. They put me on to like podcasting in general because we interview artists and stuff like that together. We're gonna be doing like a season 2 coming soon.
Dope. And what have you been up to? Because I know there was, and I apologize if it's a sore subject. If it's, I know you had like Atlanta in the move and everything else.
Yeah.
He's like,
No.
Sorry.
So, yeah, since then, and then obviously up till now, things took a little bit of a detour.
Sure.
More in the positive way. So things ended up working out to the, like, I'm in Worcester essentially now, but it's not permanent. I did upgrade, so like from where I was till now, it's definitely been an upgrade. But yeah, I'm away from the city now, but it's only temporary. I plan on still moving. It's just I'm waiting for a couple years, maybe a year. I don't know yet. Just to basically get more of a footing, because I mean, the difference between here and there, like you definitely got to have a plan. I'm pretty sure we talked about this on the last podcast. You got to have everything in order to the T before you actually make a move down anywhere south, because it's so different. And I thought I had everything squared away, but yeah, there's a couple things that just ended up not being just right yet. So so took a detour, but I'm doing good. Worcester's nice. It's my actually first time actually being in Worcester. So I was expecting a small town. I'm not even gonna hold you guys, but I didn't realize, like, yo, Worcester's huge.
It's
like there's a lot of shit to do here. So I've just literally been exploring the city, working, and then, you know, obviously doing the music and supporting the scene and stuff like that. So some things are still the same. Some things have changed, but yeah, I'm still here though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Worcester's got a pretty good local scene too, as far as artists and performing. And
I'm like maybe a 10-minute drive from Electric Haze. Like,
I was just going to mention that. I was just going to say that. I was like, Electric Haze is one of the kind of the staple spots over there. Shout out to Ferris. Shout out to him. He was just on the pod too. You know, he's doing his thing over there. Sunday Drip, everything over there. Always super dope. So it's been cool. Yeah, I like Worcester. It's a trip for me, but I mean, when you need to get out there, you got to just get out there and just suck it up and get out there.
Yeah. At first the driving was such a pain, because like even with tolls, it's still an hour. Like, you're only shaving off a couple minutes, like if you don't do tolls. So like at first it was such a drag to just back and forth. But after a while you get used to it, and then you know, you just kind of just get used to it. So but I feel like it's a trip though.
I feel like Worcester is like Gotham City, yo. Like, I don't know why.
It's just its like own place.
Yo, it really is. It's crazy. Like I said, I didn't realize how big it was, but like it's got a little bit of everything.
That's funny. Yeah, Gotham City is like, it's one of those things too. There's nothing else in existence. There's no other cities. There's nothing. It's just Gotham. Like, the only thing that happens is just Gotham. Like, maybe I don't know anything wrong, but I mean, look it up. I don't know. Fact check me, but they're not like, yeah, we're gonna go on vacation somewhere. They're just like, oh well, we're just Gotham. That's it. Like, you can't leave. It's just, I don't know, weird comic book nerd stuff. There's more.
Well, speaking, I mean, I will say at night, certain areas of the city, definitely you would think it's Gotham for sure. Like, there's a couple areas in the city where it's just like, you're expecting like Batman to come out of nowhere. Like, some interesting characters.
Like once, and it feel like swirls and twirls and like San Diego vibes. Like, I don't even know. Like,
yeah, I was just in Dallas and for a conference, and the people that were running it were like, yeah, so we're gonna try to make it so that you guys have food here, because we don't want you to leave the hotel. Not because there's nothing to do. I mean, there was like minimal things to do compared to other places that they've had the conference, but it was more like just the nightlife, the night scene that is to occur in Dallas after dark. And they were like, no, we can't have people roaming around.
Yeah.
We walked around a little bit we got the chance to before everything kind of kicked off, like dusk, like sun was still out, and it was interesting. It was very interesting at dusk. Like sun was still out, people were still walking around, and it was interesting to say the least. And I was intrigued by it, definitely.
What is like the nighttime in Dallas though? It got to be like 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I remember I was stuck in the hotel for half the time, but for the most part, I think by 9 o'clock, I think the sun was setting.
Yeah,
at like 9 o'clock, and then like you said, 10 o'clock, finally it was like pitch black, like just no light at all. You know, it was weird because I was looking outside the window. I'm like, man, it's 8:30 and it's bright out here. What is happening right now?
no cap. I said that the other day. It was like 9 o'clock, and I'm like, dang, it's still kind of like setting right now. Like that's just crazy.
It was weird.
So I can only imagine living in like Texas or California.
Yeah. I mean, California, what? Who knows? Probably 11.
I heard they have the longest days in the world. Like,
yeah, they have to. They have to.
Only sleep for like 3 hours. That's crazy.
Nah,
I wouldn't be able to sleep at all. Like,
no. The worst would be
I'm gonna have to work, but like it's still.
Nah, the worst would be Alaska, because Alaska, the sun don't set for like 4 months.
Facts, yo, they legit. It's just completely dark for like I forget how long. It's like during the winter or something, right?
Yeah,
it's just like no sunlight at all.
Yeah.
Man.
I'd be so depressed. I thought Washington would make me depressed, but I feel like just being in constant darkness would just up that real quick.
Yep.
I'm not
up black again.
Yo, seriously.
Right. I wonder if we're gonna have some sun. Never mind. We're just gonna deal with the dark.
Yeah. Like, can you imagine like a beautiful day, like 75 out, and like it's pitch black out, and like what are you gonna do? Like go to the beach or something? Like it's so weird.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if it's I'm just very ill-informed, but I gotta wonder if it's the summer or the winter, or however it falls into their seasons, and what that would look like. I have family that lives up there too. I don't know how they deal with it. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm trying to get out there. I'm trying to get out there at some point, but it's getting all the way over there because
oh my gosh,
that's a truth.
It's already 6 hours just from here, Mass, to Washington, and then I think it's another 4 to Alaska. I'm pretty sure. Damn. Like I'm all set. Somebody, the conference I went to last week, they came from Hawaii, and it was like 6 from Hawaii to Cali, and then like another, I think 4 or 5 from Cali to Dallas, probably 4.
Damn,
that's crazy.
Like,
I'd be exhausted.
Well, we had people coming from Germany. We had Germany in there. We had Japan in there. We had Italy in the building. I think Guam was there too. These are military youth centers / like boys and girls clubs. To give some background to what I'm talking about. So yeah, and they were just like, yeah, we're here. We're trying to figure out the time change. Like it's 8:00 p.m., but really it's like 5 a.m. right now where we are. And I'm like, yo, I can't even. I thought 3 hours was rough. Yeah. Let alone 10? Nah, I'm all set, man. I'm all set.
I never understood how people can like go through time zones like that. That's crazy.
Not like that. Not
that's
like
a lot. Like that jet lag must be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They actually get to fly in a day earlier than everybody else that's stateside, just so they can get used to the time zone. They're like, we're just going to give you an extra day because it's going to be a process.
Yeah, just sleep it off. You'll be fine. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, pretty much.
But then you got to recalibrate yourself when you go back home. That is crazy for the money.
It's true, too.
Yeah.
How long was the conference for?
I was there Monday, and then I came back Sunday. All paid for. I didn't have to pay for nothing. It was awesome.
That's fire.
Yeah. It's part of my job. But
food was good.
Oh yeah, it was. It wasn't. when I
don't know, man.
when I went out, it was good because I went and got me some Texas barbecue. But
I was just about to say how was that food, man?
nah, the Texas barbecue was fire. It was worth. So, all right, funny story. Let's talk about people not paying attention to what they're doing. So I'm with the kids that I brought with me, and I was like, we're in Texas. We have to get barbecue. Like, that's just standard. Like, all right, yeah. So we're looking up, spots, whatever, and we find one. So I'm like, all right, let me see how far it is. And I look and I GPS it, and I was like, oh, dope, 14 minutes away. Perfect. We can take that walk. We don't have to do an Uber. We'll save some money. We'll be good.
Win-win.
So we start walking. We're like, all right, cool, whatever. We're walking. Like, I don't know, 15 minutes goes by. And then and it was pretty much for half of it, it was like a straight shot. So we're like, we'll just keep walking. We'll keep walking. And and I remember the street name that we had to turn. So I was like, we'll just keep walking and we'll be good. 15 minutes goes by. And I look and then I look at my phone and it was like, you still have 10 minutes left. And I was like, what is happening? I had no idea. We keep on walking and we keep going. And then, again, another 10 minutes goes by and I look and it's like, you still have 7 minutes left. And I go, what is happening?
I would have started bugging too.
Dude, so we're passing restaurants. We passed like Hooters. We passed McDonald's. We were like, yo, we need to just stop here because it's like over 100. And now we've been outside for about a half an hour getting dog tired. We have no water whatsoever.
Yeah.
We get again, another 10 minutes goes by, still 5 minutes left. I'm like, dude, where is this place and why is it taking so long? So 45 minutes later,
it's like, damn, I know Texas is big, but fuck.
Dude, seriously, we were making jokes. We were like, dude, we're probably crossing the border at this point. Like, we're about to get border control.
We don't know about.
Yeah. I was like, what is happening? We had 3 minutes. And then for 10 minutes, it was still 3 minutes. And I'm literally confused.
Oh, man.
Finally, we make it. It had to be just over an hour walk. Whoa. I get there, we sit down. I had some bomb barbecue. Like I said, the barbecue was worth it. We get there, we sit down, get water, whatever. We eat, we enjoy the meal. So then I pull out my phone, and I'm going, all right, so what's the deal? So I pull up Google. Dougie knows where this is going if you haven't already picked this up. So I pull out my phone, and yeah, you guessed it. It was on drive and not walk. Nah. It was a 14-minute drive and I think maybe a 45-minute walk.
Damn, that really be making a difference.
Dude, I'm so sorry, guys.
That's good. I can't even. Nah,
it was rough.
And at least you got that exercise though, work out, before you sit down and eat, At least
I burned a lot of calories that day.
Like,
I was counting. I looked at my watch. It was like 15,000 steps. I was like, dude, we walked forever, and we were all confused and trying. I'm telling you, we were like the next spot that we find. We are like the most reasonable spot. Nothing that looks sketchy because I'm with the kids. I can't do anything sketchy, obviously, nor would I do it myself anyways in a place that I'm not from. But right. I was like, nothing sketchy. I don't even care if it's a McDonald's, whatever. We just gonna jump in there and get some food at this point. And of course, we're walking. We pass 3 strip clubs. Kids are pointing out. I'm like, yeah, we can't stop in there. So there's it was just businesses, just carpet businesses and furniture businesses, just nothing food wise till we got to the spot. And it was crazy. We're like, dude, we're about to start eating rocks or carpet or something. We are so hungry at this point.
Y'all was
I'm telling you, Crispy, we were dying. All because I had always had it set on walk because we had taken a walk. We went to Chick-fil-A around the corner. We found that. We were walking around finding different little touristy spots. We found where JFK was shot. This giant eyeball thing that serves no purpose in the center of Dallas, but it's there. So I was like, all right, what? I trusted my app, and then it let me down.
Straight betrayed you.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
It's
Well,
like
Waze
you mad
does.
at the app or mad at yourself at that point.
Yeah. Well, that's what Waze does. Waze has done that to me too. I've clicked an address and then I'm driving. I'm like, this isn't the normal way that I go. And then I'll be driving to work, which is in Bedford. And I'm like, why are you taking me to Boston? I'm not going back to the show that I just had last night. Why am I going? I clearly clicked to go to work and it'll switch it on me all the time. I don't know why. I can't. I mean, I don't trust phones as it is because, you know, and it's funny too, because people are like, oh, you know, with the COVID and I mean, I don't judge anybody that gets it or doesn't get the vaccine, whatever. But people were saying like, oh, there's a chip in it and whatever, and people gonna spy on you. I'm like, do you realize how much they see through your phone? Like, this is a microphone right here. They're probably hearing this, and I'm gonna get ads for Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, Hooters. Bunch of Dallas in about 20 minutes. So
yeah,
I think we're, you know, I think a little chip in me is not gonna do anything. They're gonna GPS you. You have GPS on your phone. They're watching it right now. Just like we talked about in episode 50. They're bugging us already. We're good.
that location on your phone, no matter what, it's always on. It's just you
even
have
when
to physically turn it off.
Yeah. But then you turn it off on your phone, but then the apps that are in there are still tracking you, so it doesn't even matter.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it is what it is. But yeah, just a little adventure through Dallas. Like the scenery was changing. That's how far we were going. It was like city vibes, and then I felt like I was going to be on an episode of Pawn Stars. Like just the vibe that it was. I was just like, this is just weird, man.
It's like shit. I was just in the city, a half hour ago. I passed mountains of.
Yeah, I was like, man, it's getting real open out here. Like we were in
the cactus now. Like
no, we saw like a bunch of cactuses too. Like we were dead city, and then all of a sudden I was like, yo, I haven't seen a cactus in a minute, but there's one chilling right there. This is crazy.
Hey,
this is wild.
Are you sure it wasn't a mirage? You wasn't thirsty?
Who knows? Who knows? Because we saw a little creek. We was like, man, I'm about to jump in there because I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty, man. I need something.
A lot of crazy animals out there, like armadillos and stuff like that.
I didn't see an armadillo. That would be cool though. That would actually be pretty dope. But I did not see any armadillos. I think the crazy. This is not even crazy. So my room was on the 32nd floor. I had two crickets, like this size crickets, in my room.
I would have left.
Bro, I'm on the 32nd floor. How did y'all get up there?
I would have left real quick.
That's some voodoo stuff. That's why they're up there. So yeah, let me check into another room.
So random.
I wasn't the only one though. I wasn't the only one. There were people that were in our group for the event that we were doing. They were like, yeah, we had crickets too, and like I had two. One was in the bathroom, and I was like, this is absolutely disgusting. And then one was like dead center of the floor. As soon as I walked in, I'm like, did nobody see this when they walked in, like doing room service? Like, what is happening? So homeboy must have got in there sometime between when room service left and when I decided to mosey on in there. But they do inspections because they took 5 hours to do an inspection because they said your room's ready, but we still got to inspect the room. I said, well, you did a pretty poor job of that. Because I got clearly giant little, I don't know, cricket, never got something. I don't even know. Huh? What's that?
You could have had cricket phobia.
And of course, the kids jinxed me because we saw one in the lobby and they were like, oh, like the dude stepped on it, crunched it. I was like, yeah, exactly. And then I was like, and they were like, oh, imagine if these are everywhere. And literally, soon as I got
he jinxed it.
Jinxed it hardcore. Looked in my room. I was like, yo, for real? Dude, I kicked that thing. And then I didn't find the other one until the next day. It was like underneath the bathroom door, dead. And like when I went to shut the door, I was like, like, what is this? I was like, thank God it was dead because legit, I had like just got out the shower, not to sound weird, but just got out the shower. And I was like, I do not need Jiminy Cricket jumping up and trying to fly around, jumping on me. Like, nah, not butt naked. Nah, I'm cool. Right. I'm cool, bro. Like, just it was such an experience.
Gotta call Life Alert. Like,
Yeah, real quick. Nah, the worst. Well, I wouldn't say the worst. We were on the 38th floor for a meeting, and the fire alarm went off. So guess who had to trek down 10 flights of stairs before they finally called us back up to say that it was not a false alarm, but like we were good. And dude, climbing down from the 38th floor, that's a trip. I was glad we didn't have to go all the way down because we got to like 20, probably like 24.
Yeah.
And I was like, I might as well just burn up because I'm either going to collapse by the time I get down or fire's going to catch me because my legs is burning. And I'm a pretty athletic dude. I go to the gym and stuff, and I was like, yo, my legs are burning right now. And then we got to go back up. I couldn't take the way the elevator situation was. The way the elevator situation was, I couldn't get to the elevator that connected to the floor that I had to go to.
So you had to go all the way back up by stairs?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
From like 24, I was like, I'll see y'all in like an hour. It's gonna be a minute.
My name was just climbing up the stairs, just
scaling them.
Yeah. As soon as we all got back, they were like, do y'all want a break? Because I know that y'all climbed a lot of stairs. Do y'all want a break? We were like, yes, please. We need water. We need Life Alert. We need a masseuse.
We need everything right now.
Yeah, we need an athletic trainer to stretch me out because my legs are killing me right now. It was tough. It was tough.
And in the end, you lost like 15 pounds.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. Yeah, seriously. Seriously, which is a good thing because I usually always like go up a little bit when I travel because you know how traveling is. You always can't really control the food in a sense, and and all that stuff. But I don't know, it was fun. It's always a fun little adventure when I get to travel. That's what I love about my job, just to travel, being able to do weird, quirky stuff. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. It's worth it in the end. So Dougie, man, like let's get into you because I know you're like the newer guest. Like we want to just like hear what you've been involved. Like I know we kind of touched on it at the top of this, but like just getting into like just what you do, like what's really like inspired you into getting what you're doing. Obviously, and I want to say shout out to you. Thank you for getting me on there for the Artist of the Week. I appreciate that. Shout out to you all. Shout out to you. Shout out to the team. But just like, what kind of got you into, I know I know it was like mid-COVID and stuff, but like what really got you into just like promoting people, kind of, giving people their flowers, everything like that?
I've always been big on like seeing people that people fail to acknowledge, like just not even fail. They chose to not acknowledge them because they thought that someone else would make them look better. So it's like since high school, I've always been like the cool kid, but not too cool to where I'm not gonna say hi to the what I'm saying, the ugly girl down the street or like nerdy that never really gets love. I've always been that person to show love, even when I didn't get it back. So when I got into like really just building a real audience, I was like, yo, I might as well give back to the people that like was where I once was, and I'll never forget that place because it taught me how to maneuver now. Even though I am like loving and wear my like heart on my sleeves, kinda, I know what's real and what's not, and people might think that I'm like oblivious, but it's always strategic,
Mm-hmm. That's how I am. Like some people just think I'm oblivious to things. It's just maybe part of me but really I don't pay mind to it because it doesn't affect me in the way that people think it will. I just keep it moving. Mm-hmm. I'm just like, people will say stuff or whatever, or do things and I'm like, that they're trying to do that. And me, I'm just like, I don't know if it's being naive or just like, I'm just in a state where I know what I want. I know what I need. And everything, like it's almost like an auto blocker of the things that I don't need. Like it automatically just like shuts off. Like there's just those blinders. And I'm just like, if it's not what I need, it's not being receptive in my head. I
felt what you said. You was like, I feel like sometimes I think, am I being naive because I'm too nice to the situation? It's like, no, don't let that person make you be any less nice than you always was. You feel me? Just because you're in a different position now, you got to move different. Like, nah, you're just gonna be the same person, but just let them know that will never shake you, break you. It didn't make you in the first place.
Right. Because I mean, being genuine is the biggest thing. I mean, we've said this a million times. Like, real recognize real. It's gonna come out. So why not be just your genuine self at the end of the day? And then there's no gray area when it comes to just how people perceive you. It's honestly just being who you are and giving that off, and that's how people are gonna receive you. And just better be something real than something that's fake, because then you gotta play off the fake if it starts to go downhill, and now you've got this whole other job that you now have to try to do. So it's like,
talk that talk.
On yourself, man. Like, I don't know what to tell people. They make it
like they think they got to put on this mask, this Halloween 365. Like, no, Halloween's only 31 days out of the year. That's crazy. Like,
yeah,
a lot of people get it messed up. They think that they gotta put that mask on to impress someone. There's no sense of impressing no one. Impress yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. I mean, that's one of the bigger things that I've learned even in this past week of when I was traveling, things that happened, like just amazing experiences. And I know it's crazy to say, but it opened my eyes even more of just the fact of, like, you literally just have to be yourself and just understand that the rooms that you need to be in, like, you'll get there. Like, stop worrying about other people's rooms. And, I want to be in that. Well, I want to be in that room. That room may not be for you, because when you get in that room, nobody in there is going to listen to a word that you have to say. Whereas if you just be patient and let yourself get in the room that you're supposed to be in, you are going to flourish without a doubt.
Yeah.
But people try to rush it, and then they see people doing stuff in that room and they're being successful and they're doing the same thing, but they're like, why am I not getting the same thing? Well, because you're in the wrong room. You're chasing the wrong audience. You're chasing the wrong people. You're chasing the wrong whatever. And then you're confused why the results don't match what you're putting out.
Oh,
and then, like, some people, I mean, we've talked before too. Like, I'm at a point now where, like, I don't feel like I have to go like a million miles an hour. I don't feel like I have to go do like 5 shows a month. You know what I mean? And like wear myself out to get to where I want to be. It's important to like space that out, and in the middle of that, work on yourself, work on other aspects of your life. Take the time to write, take the time to get everything together, so that way when you have a big show or any other big event that you have worked toward getting, any big opportunity, like, you'll be that much more ready. You'll be that much more refreshed.
Absolutely. I mean, I feel like it's preparation.
Yeah.
You just patience, preparation, and just realize that, like, yeah, it's cool to put your hand in everything, but like sometimes it's cool to just take your time, figure things out, and then
take steps toward that.
Yeah, exactly.
Just keep knocking things off, like, one by one. Focus on one thing at a time.
Right, exactly. And like the last time I was on the podcast with Jay, like I was saying about the steps, like you got to take the baby steps, and just each one you just got to grow from that, just so when you take that next one, you'll be ready and you'll be looking towards that next step or that next goal. You know what I mean? People, I feel like people don't understand that, or they'll see somebody doing it and they'll be like, oh, well, I mean, if they're there, like, I can get there just like that. It's just like, no, everybody's got to go through the same motions, the same cycle, like no matter what.
Yeah, like I was supposed to perform at the same conference that I went to last week. I was supposed to perform there last year, and for one reason or another, or I know why, but just trying to keep a long story less long, I didn't end up performing last year. And so, and then I started getting into, again, even in that headspace, like, this person gets this show, they get to open up for this person. Like, dude, like, what about me? Like, I'm, doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And it really put me, I had a conversation last December with the person that runs this conference, and we were just talking about everything and, just, again, being prepared and doing things the right way. And it just made me realize, like we're talking about, I was trying to force and be in the wrong room, and I didn't have everything prepared like I should have. So if I had gone and done that, it would have failed completely. And then now, and again, like I was still focused on like, oh, I'm not in this room. I don't get to open up for this people. You know, I don't have like this many people in the crowd. And then it's like, after
you're overstressing, overwhelming yourself for no reason.
Dude, crazy. But then when I finally just took a step back and was just like, all right, let me get everything squared away. Let me start this process the right way, talk with the right people, figure out what I need to do, you know, to get on this show and whatever. And dude, like I performed in front of 1,300 people last week. And it was like the greatest feeling in the world. Like everybody was appreciative. I was joined by an amazing teen singer. I cannot forget Bella. We put a song together, collaborated with it and everything. And, you know, she held her own amazingly. She's an amazing singer. I'll definitely have to connect people because she's a phenomenal singer. She just graduated high school. Shout out to Bella. She's an amazing performer. Yeah, I'm excited to see where she takes her music because she takes it very seriously too. She's doing the right things, but it was just being patient, and I got 1,300 people, and that's not to toot my own horn. It's just saying in the fact of like sometimes you have to be patient and just wait to be in the right room, because literally the whole rest of the conference, me and her were just getting people, hey, are you guys releasing that song? Oh, that was so dope. Oh, you know, people following me, people following her. You know, it was like I was in the right room for the right people to hear what we had to do. And I say we because it isn't just me. She did like I said, she did a phenomenal job, and shout out to the Boys and Girls Club for allowing me that opportunity. So, but, you know, just going off what you said too is like we just got to be in the right room.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
you know what sucks though? Like trying to spread love. People think that you're just trying to use them for clout. I heard that recently, and I'm just like, yeah, what the heck is going on? I'm really genuinely trying to get people hit you.
Like, yeah, like when did actually being genuinely nice be a problem?
Yo,
I don't know. I asked myself that.
I stirred them both up. It was like,
bro. I'm like promoting 2 featured artists and 6 brands every few days or so or weekly, just to like pick up on the pace of the artist of the week to get people more like, you know what I mean, just more exposure and just like inspire other people to do the same thing. Why is someone else telling me that stop saying so and so's from Boston when they're really from the South Shore? It's like, who cares? And like this is why something don't happen, because people don't want to see or hear it.
Mm-hmm. I had somebody diss me saying that I was from New Hampshire, and I was like, pretty sure I'm from Mass. I only lived in New Hampshire a little bit, and they were like, oh, you claim Mass, but you're from New Hampshire. And I was like, no, actually, I'm from Mass, but I just happen to live in New Hampshire at this very moment.
Yeah,
it's just like,
so
no,
dumb,
man. Like, who freaking cares?
Right. And at the end of the day, we're all kind of in that same area or like category or group anyways. We're all New England. So we're like, what does it matter?
Definitely the same network. So I don't know why people's tripping. You know,
it gets grouped anyways. It gets grouped anyways. So it's like, you can be like, oh, I'm from Boston. Like, oh, New England. Yeah, cool. Yeah. You're a New England rapper. Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
And it's crazy because a lot of people, I don't feel like, realize that once you get out of New England and you go anywhere else, like people are just going to like, oh, New England. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like
even when I go out of state, you know, for a conference, work, whatever, and people are like, oh, where you from? I'm not like, oh, I'm from Lowell, Massachusetts. I'm like, no, I'm at minimum, I'm like, yo, I'm from Boston. I'm just from Boston. I'm just from Boston. Let me just centralize it. Let me just, or, you know, I'll just say Mass or New England, whatever, like one of the 3. But I'm not like Lowell, Massachusetts. Like, no one's gonna know where the heck that is, especially when they're out of state.
Right.
Right.
No one's gonna know where it falls.
Yeah. Unless you get the random that's like, oh, I'm from Mass, and you're like, oh, whoa, okay, hold on. Now I can actually have a conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
Other than that though, it's just gonna be like, where's that?
Yeah.
Like,
right.
So then it comes down to, oh, it's near Boston. It's like, you know, 30 minutes north of Boston.
Right.
It's like,
there's still places in Massachusetts that I don't know of. Like, I'm like, where?
Yeah. Yeah, and I live here, and I'm like,
oh,
yeah.
Is that enough?
Yeah.
Bro. Moving here to Worcester, I'm still going to this day through that. Like, wait, what is this place called? Like, there's so many cities and towns around me now where it's just like I've never. In the 30 years I've been here, I've never heard of these places.
You've unlocked the new map in GTA.
Yo, yeah.
Yo, I was driving around the other day in Lowell, where I'm from, and I don't know. My brain just goes in weird directions. But I was driving with my wife, and I was looking at some of the side streets, and I was like, man, like I wonder what's down there. I've never actually like driven down there. It's like weird. Like even in your own hometown, there's streets that you've never actually looked at, and you're just like, I wonder what they're doing down there. Like, what's happening down there? I'm like, I don't know. It's just weird things that just pop in my head. But it's like, again, like you said, like the GTA thing, like you've unlocked like a new street in your own hometown. You're just like, oh. And I was like, dang, these houses are big. I had no idea this was even back here.
Yeah. I like going down like random streets. You'll find just a new place to like take pictures, music videos, and all that.
That's a good point. That's a good way to just literally just randomly drive, and you may just come across just the dopest backdrop for just an amazing,
even for like promotion, slap sticker spots and stuff like that.
Little quick reels you want to just throw together. You find a nice little creek or just dope graffiti somewhere. I did that one time. I was walking by, and we ended up hitting the train tracks, and the train started going by. I was like, yo, I'm gonna post up right in front of this thing. You just snap the shots as soon as a dope one comes.
Fire.
Yeah, I saw that one.
That's the type of energy I like to be around, to be honest, because I hate being around people that can make the most of a small moment like that.
Yeah. Oh, it's amazing. Like we were just walking around just a random place, and all of a sudden we heard the train coming. We're like, we got to get that, and we just started taking pictures. As soon as every cart that would drive by, I would just like wait and just snap a picture, and catch it. But
I feel like we sleep on like how much content we can make on a daily basis, to be honest.
And simplicity. People, even I'll even speak for myself too, and I know a lot of people do it too. But like, you can be not to what's the word I'm looking for? What is it? Not to take the easy way out, but you can be simplistic and make a beautiful thing. If that makes sense, without But like people are just like, oh, I need the 30 lights and a whole set and this and that and the other thing and this extravaganza, and it's like you can make something really cool, just you can simplify it and it still come out super dope.
Not just with the visuals.
All that extra stuff.
Yeah, my fault. Not just with the visuals, but at the time when XXX and like Smoke Perp and like Trippy was all coming out, they were making distorted music from their house. So we kind of slept on that, how original hip hop is just anything, and like art, it's just art. People overthinking art nowadays to the point where it's like, I got this cool iPhone, but I think I got to do more than what this iPhone is gifting. The iPhone's already doing everything for us. So like all we got to do is click, snap, post.
Yeah, you can
literally
the quality
it up with all the subtitles. My fault.
No, he was just saying the quality is just as good, with some 4K cam, because you can shoot 4K on your phone. 30 frames per second, 60 frames per second, and the thing comes out crisp. You don't need the good cameras and all that other stuff. Like that stuff's great. I'm not knocking that by any means, but if you're just trying to make something happen, like you don't got to stretch too far. It's literally in the palm of your hand.
Yo, what's crazy now is like people are now starting to use like AI with their pictures and all that stuff now, and it's just like,
how y'all feel about AI?
How
y'all feel about
I want AI music videos so I can be lazy. Give me the AI music videos. I will never pay for a videographer. No, I'm kidding.
All right, I'm gonna be real. I'm not surprised, and I'll say this as well. I feel like AI music has already been implemented. It's just we haven't noticed until now. Like I'm gonna just say that. Like I feel like the industry has been using AI when it comes to maybe not everything, but certain things already. And it's just now that we're at a certain level as a society, technologically and just like maybe even intellectually, now it can be, used by the public. But I feel like the mainstream media and the industry, music industry, They've been using it for sure, bro. Like I feel like it's just like, yeah, well, like I don't know.
Do you consider auto tune
Like
AI?
I don't want to sound like that, like like, oh, fear the AI. You know what I'm saying? Because like I definitely don't fear it, but it's just like there's a lot of scary shit out there especially when it comes to music, where it's just like. I wouldn't be like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if AI has already been used in the industry. It's just now we can use it. You feel me?
See, like I think it's cool in like a visual sense. It helps you get out something like completely different, but like you can't like rely on it 100%. You know what I mean?
True. Like
I already know of certain people that are like using AI to like help them write things that they are gonna like perform as like.
I don't know about
do what you gotta do, but just like
personally,
there's people already doing that. It's just like, yeah, that's cool to have it assist you, but like
get a ghostwriter.
Right? Yeah.
It's literally that's literally all it is, because at the end of the day, it only extends as far as the person that programmed it. It can't go any higher than the knowledge of the person that put it in there. So whatever was put in there, it can only extend that far. So if a person's really not good with words and they're trying to be a ghostwriter AI, it's not going to work out well for you. You're not going to get some good bars.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, you kind of lost me at the beginning, but I got what you're saying, because it's like only as good as you programmed it. I got you.
Yo,
I was like, what?
Like you lose that intimacy, that personality. When I feel like if you just feed it through AI and then they give you the finished result, you know what I mean? Like
it's not your work at the end of the day.
That's also
it's really
that's
not. Like, it's
true.
just like what artists are saying. They're coming up with AI Drake songs and Rihanna and this person, and then the artists are getting pissed off because they're like, wait, you're using my likeness and you're making music off of my likeness, which is illegal. Yeah. And they're like, no, like take that down, or I'm going to, because people are hearing the songs and apparently they come out dope, and then people are streaming it and whatever. Well, now you're making, like, that's piracy. Like, you're taking somebody's work and making, no, not piracy, just copyright. And you're making money off of somebody else. It's like stealing a sample and not paying the credits.
It gets very, very tricky for sure, especially once you get into like the Drake AI, for example. Like they literally made a whole EP with the Drake AI. Like it's ridiculous. And it's like, it's like, okay, that's really dope. Like from my personal standpoint, that's fucking so cool. But like on a musical, like logistical standpoint, like yo, man, that's gonna get complicated. Yeah, that's gonna get complicated because it's just like, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very interesting. Have you guys used AI yet in any like sort of way?
No,
I haven't.
Yeah, not even the picture ones.
It's I don't know. It's originality for me. Sorry. In my own opinion, I'm not judging. People want to use the AI. Do you, boo boo? But just speaking for me, there's something about the originality, about hearing somebody's just original work, not something that is created by somebody else.
True.
See,
my opinion, this is just my opinion.
Yeah, I definitely like wouldn't use like the the voice aspect of it, or like anything that like is far from myself. But like I would use it for cover art, or if I'm going for something different in like a music video, I'm not gonna like use it in every single one, but like particular ones I'm gonna use it for that. Just for the visual aspect of everything.
Yeah, because visually, I mean, it's a form of creativity. I mean, it's just like how certain programs you can throw flames in there, and you can throw this in there, different graphics and overlays and all that stuff. Like that's kind of you're just taking it a step further and just adding some extra stuff. Like, yeah, all right, cool. But like when it comes to the actual I say the actual creation of art, but I think I don't even know how I would describe that, because it's like, yeah, you're still creating art either way, but I don't. It's hard to explain.
But like if you're using it so much that people don't know it's you, that's
because I feel like
that's true.
At least in the music video aspect, like because you can see, I can't even like. It's hard for me to put into words what I'm trying to say because it's like
someone else can have the same music video as you, like template wise.
That too. But like, I just think like in creating the song, like it can come from you, but then for a music video, like you kind of have a free reign of how you can do it. Because if you're like, oh, like I want to be in space, like that image you can draft up and you can put together and put that into AI. But when you're creating a song, I don't know, like I feel like you just lose the creativity. Because even when you're doing AI, like you have to put in what you want.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta instruct it.
But when you're doing it for a song, it's not you. It doesn't become you.
Oh, yeah, no. I feel like it's not bad, to be honest. Like someone tried to show me, yo, get this thing, it'll write a whole song for you. Tell me what you wanted to rap about. All right, freaking women, Dougie TV, models. Like I just said a couple things, and I'm like hearing it, and I'm like, all right, do it again, and it sounds like the same thing. You know, it's like almost template wise.
Like this kind of popped in my head, and I think for me it makes sense. The AI for a music video is like having a director, where the director takes the vision and puts it together. Whereas again, but the director didn't make the song; you made the song.
Right.
So I think that's finally coming up with words, but I think that is where I would view it in that sense, where it would be okay. Again, for me,
it's definitely better to do it for music videos because, like, I don't know, like not everybody's gonna have the money for a music video, but if you can put it or just something for the people to watch while they're listening, because it's more cool to watch something while they're listening to your song than just to listen to it.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. But in terms of like making a song, it's like I don't know. That really got to come from the heart for me, and I like any good rapper, real rapper can tell if something was AI or not. To be honest.
Well, because I think you lose the person, and there's not the emotion, there's not the passion that normally goes into creating a song when you put it into AI. So then you lose the person. Because I think once the person creates the song, even the person gets put into the video now because it stems from the person.
Right.
You get what I mean? Whereas, again, if everything is AI, well, you just cut me out and it's just a computer.
Yeah, it's not
authentic anymore.
No. But to answer your question too, Dougie, a little while back, I don't think autotune would be considered AI. I just view it as an effect.
I feel artificial intelligence, like it's like intelligently increasing your skill set of a singer. Like that's crazy. Everyone uses it nowadays. T-Pain dropped it, boom, everybody was like, yo, I gotta sound better than him. Like
that's true, but you still gotta
know how to use it. Like you can apply it, but like autotune, if you got a bad voice, autotune is not gonna save it. I'll tell you that right now. Like,
you still have to carry it too.
Exactly.
Work the right way.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be perfect, but like it's still gotta be something.
Right.
Now you still gotta somewhat have a talent or just know what you're doing before applying autotune, because like I've heard it personally. Man. People also think it's like a save all, and it's like, nah, bro. No.
Exactly. Go ahead, Dougie.
I mean, the engineer could save a guy who didn't know how to use autotune. Like, can I argue that?
That's what I'm talking about, though. I've seen that personally, where it's like complete opposite.
No, it doesn't work.
No. Nah, man. Like, oof.
Yeah. There's certain levels. I think there still has to be some sort of talent and skill set to be put into that to make it work. Because even T-Pain off autotune sounds amazing.
Oh, he has an amazing voice.
When he did that mashup of his songs, just straight piano, I was like, yo, like he didn't need this at all. He just wanted to create something new. And I was like, man, like you didn't need it.
Yo, facts.
My boy went to his concert when he was here. I think it was like a week or a couple weeks ago, and like he did a segment where he just like by himself, nothing, raw, just like did some songs, and like he was telling me like he sounded incredible.
Dude, it's got me with chills.
Yo, and it's like when he first came out, I'm not even gonna hold you. I really thought he needed it. Like I didn't think he would sound good without it. But then like I was like, whew, okay, shit.
Wasn't just performing with auto-tune on his mic?
Probably.
In Boston, you know what I'm saying? I heard it. I was like, yeah, that's the auto-tune.
He did.
You can put it in
both.
there.
Yeah, he did both. He did a segment where he just like cut it off, and then there's obviously a lot of the time where he had it on.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, he's using AI with that auto-tune. I'm auto AI artist. Auto.
It's like there's a connection in there somewhere. They both start with A, so
I see it.
It counts. It 100% counts.
Do you guys think at some point, like maybe not anytime soon, but at some point, you feel like AI will get to a point where they'll have like actual like AI artists, where it's like they're just in the circulation, just like regular artists.
There's been some,
but they're the person behind the computer.
No, well, you know,
I'm saying like the AI gets like they build the technology to a point where AI can literally just like do its own music and like put it out and stuff like that. Like,
but it's only as good as the programmer. It's only as much knowledge that the programmer puts into it. You can't exceed
for now. For now, man, I'm talking future. Not anytime soon. I'm talking future. AI is always learning, man. I'm telling you.
I think
this reminds me of the Cell Saga. The Cell Saga Android 16, 17, 18. They just became perfect Cell.
Now we're just talking iRobot here.
Yeah.
Like, this is where we're at now. This is pretty much where we're leading to. iRobot is here. I don't know. I just think it only extends as far, again, based off my own just knowledge. It can only extend as far as the person that's inputting the data for it to work. The creation can't be greater than the creator.
For now.
Yeah.
I mean, explain how it couldn't.
Well, I mean, like I said, for now, absolutely. I mean, it's nowhere near where it can like self-learn and like just basically do its own thing. But as time goes by, obviously technology is going to advance and people are going to start like opening more and more businesses with AI. Like there's so many new AI like businesses opening up and just like starting to do different things and stuff like that. Like Elon's just done one with I don't know what it's called. It's some AI, but he created his own AI company now where he's going to be starting to do stuff with AI. So like, bro, I would not be surprised.
Yeah.
It's like I said, not anytime soon, but sometime in the future where that's going to be a reality. And that's going to be crazy.
Like a lot more AI artists would, get signed to like record labels or whatever.
Yeah, bro.
Like branches of like major record labels that's just AI.
Exactly. Like I don't know if you guys ever saw it or not, but a couple of years ago,
damn, this cartoon's doing better.
I would hate it.
It's cartoons outshine me.
Bro, they did that with NFTs. When NFTs first came out, they made a DJ duo with NFTs. And I shit you not, bro. They did a set at the Grand. And people came and watched them. And it was literally two NFTs on the screen and like there was music playing and stuff like that. And they had like somebody with an all black suit kind of hiding and DJing while the screen was playing the NFTs. And people showed up for that. It was nuts. Dude, it was nuts.
See, my brain goes, why am I my brain goes, I was gonna say something, but I'm not gonna say it. But what I am gonna say is my brain goes, why am I gonna pay to watch a screen when I could just do it from home?
That's valid.
No, absolutely. Like people paid money, and I'm talking premium club prices, by the way, not some like 10 whatever. I'm talking premium club prices to go watch a screen of two NFTs just do nonsense while like somebody hides and actually DJs. Like
I'd I'd rather have the person in front of me. I would rather, it's a different vibe when the person is in front of you and you can just feed off of their energy. I've watched movies and teared up and got hyped and whatever. Yeah. But musically, sonically, like I can't get the same feedback from a screen. I'm not going to get as hyped from a screen watching music be played as I would the person jumping around in front of me. Just, I don't know. For me, it's just not going to work the same. So I'd rather just stay home.
It's like, yeah, that's dope, but like it's a letdown at the same time because it's just like, oh fuck, but it's not real.
It's like underwhelming. It's underwhelming.
Seriously.
It's like you're just like, oh, I want like this dude to like,
oh, I'm gonna get this guy's autograph. Wait, I fucking can't.
Yeah, literally. But like, yeah, you lose experience. You lose the experience. Like, I want this dude to stage dive on top of me. Hopefully, he doesn't kill me, but it's gonna be dope. No, nope. Oh, he's just gonna stay up there on the screen. Okay, my bad.
Just a cartoon.
Sorry. Yeah,
seriously, because like
the guy is gonna jump out like. You're not gonna see him. You're not gonna see his face, or when they stream it, you're not gonna be able to see it. But he's there. Like, I don't know. It just that I don't know.
That was a wild time. That was a wild time.
Yeah, personally,
but
yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know. I wouldn't like the AI artists. I don't know. It doesn't sit well with me as an artist. Like, I just like the genuine in person. Get to talk to you, have a conversation.
See, like you can make that a part of your brand. Like you can have like different, because like people. I mean, there's this artist Ali Dominique. I'm not sure if you've heard of him, but like there's like a cartoon version of him, and he incorporates that cartoon version of him like in his own videos. Like you still see him, but like you know what I mean.
But it's like
like you can make it like a part of your brand, but like not like.
Like I could see making it a part of your brand and still being and you still being in the face of your brand.
Yeah.
Like, well, okay, now I hate to use this word, but play devil's advocate. Like you have gorillas. Like gorillas, for the majority, they were just the cartoon.
Sure.
So it's like maybe we've already had it.
Yeah.
See, that's what I mean, bro. He's like going back to what I was saying about the AI already being in the industry. I'm telling you.
But I would still like to see them live, though. I would rather see a visual person than just go to a concert and there's just a big screen and then I'm just standing there just watching a movie.
I feel that. I'm honestly on the same way.
$2,000 to watch a movie.
Yo,
literally. And then you're like, oh, I'm going to the meet and greet later. I'm going to go meet L.Y.F.E. No, you're not. You're going to meet a computer. You're not going to actually meet L.Y.F.E.
But I'm touching the screen.
It's got to.
It's gonna work.
All screens matter. I'm telling you, all screens matter. Like
fist bumping you through the screen. Yeah, what's up, man?
I don't know, man. It's crazy. I don't know.
It's interesting. It's very
interesting topic for sure. I don't know. I love people too much. I hate technology. Technology never works for me, so I think it just pisses me off more that the whole music industry is going to turn into a computer.
Yeah, man.
It's like it's something now, especially now. Like it's something that we gotta, as musicians, DJs, promoters, like it's something that like honestly we actually have to start thinking about little by little, because like it's really starting to trickle into every aspect of music now,
so it's not going to go away. So I mean,
exactly.
Well, it's either stand up or stay with it and rock with it, or if there's a majority of people that truly want the in-person thing, like then you got to stand up against it. Like we got it's kind of one of the two in a sense. It's either if you can't beat them, join them, or it's you try to beat them in a sense, but again, like you said, it's not going to go anywhere because that's just how we are as humans, and technology and wanting the next best crazy technological advancement as that comes. And so I feel like it's inevitable. I think as much as we want that in-person thing, I think it's inevitable just because of history and how technology goes. You want that next craziest thing. So
that's why at Artist of the Week, we focus on the local scene. You know what I'm saying? We don't worry about that mainstream stuff. You know what I'm saying? So,
but stuff like that is dope, and trying to get people out there. I literally, so you tagged me on that thing, and then literally, I think it was K Watts literally just jumped in my DM. Shout out to K Watts. Was like, yo, let's work.
Hey,
like,
let's go.
You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. Like it connects people and it opens up opportunities or whatever. I don't know if they've heard me rap before, whatever. But it's like it's just like trying to build that network of people. And that's what it's about. It's not about we've said it before, the gatekeepers and people just trying to level up on their own. It's like, dude, why can't we just do it together? We're all from at least in this New England area, we're all from New England. Let's really just put New England on blast. And then it's like, yo, New England packed with a bunch of artists. Like, we want to rap with this one and this one and this one. And for like half of it, it's like, there's the people that are like, I ain't working with nobody other than these 5 people that I've been rocking with since day one. And then there's other people that are like, yo, we just trying to make some good music and connect and network and grow this thing.
Yeah, see, that's why I love like doing this Artist of the Week thing with everybody, because it's just like those artists that are on the list, every week, like people who are like watching this grow, they'll see, the brands that are sponsoring it. Like, for example, like, Talk of the Town or like Dougie TV, they'll be like, oh, Dougie TV's, sponsoring this. Oh, he must back those artists. So, all right, let me check them out. I trust Dougie. I trust his taste in music. All right, let me check these artists out. And then they find out, oh shit, this guy is actually pretty dope. Or like, oh, she's actually a great singer. You know what I'm saying? You naturally build that, that fan base or those new fans for your fan base. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, it's great. Everybody wins at the end of the day.
I didn't think we'd make it to week 16. Like, I remember just week 2, week 1 talking about it with Quixote. You feel me? Like, so week 16 is really big for us, to be honest.
Yeah, you just got to keep pushing it, man. I mean, I never thought I'd be, what are we on, like, 65 now? Somewhere around there?
Yeah, plus 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. Somewhere in there, but it's like, Quixote, like, you were, I think, Quixote, like, you were on what, like, section 1 through 10 somewhere. After hold up. Let me fact check this.
Honestly, we were either like the first or the first or second episode, if I'm not mistaken.
But like I'm looking through because I looked the other day because somebody had messaged me or something, or I saw somebody pop up, and then I was just like, yo, let me just like go look real quick. And actually, bro, you were the first.
I wasn't the first.
Let's go.
You were the first. That's how far back, bro. Like, that's how far back.
I was the third.
Life was the third.
Now I'm on here. Episode.
Like, Scythe Gets in the Bag was 5. J Plus was 6. Like, I'm looking back, man. Like, this is crazy. Like, Nim K was 14. Like, way back. Crispy's second one was 17. Like, now he's been on like 20 episodes now, which is great. I love this guy. But it's like, it's so great to see people just continue to progress and doing the right thing and, just continuing to progress. Like, it's going to happen, man. It's going to continue to grow. I'm telling you, like, just, I appreciate every second that I'm able to be in this room with these guys, and shout out to Kayla, who's not here, but, just being able to be in this space is like super dope. And I never would have thought episode 1 doing a live streaming on, with terrible internet. And, I think we were at MOCG.
No AI.
No AI.
No AI yet.
Gee, I remember we were at
real. This is authentic.
I was at MOCG studio and the connection was, and shout out to MOCG, but the connection was really bad for some reason. And I just remember like going in, we were in and out, pictures were freezing, we could hear audio, but the picture was frozen. Like I was stuck like this for like a half hour, like just crazy stuff. So like, you know, even doing it now virtually, like it's so much better than it was before. And it's like, it's gonna grow. You just have to keep pushing and doing it for the right reasons, like y'all are doing.
Absolutely.
So
it's an honor to be on the podcast, to be honest. I was watching y'all. I'm like, dang, right minds. I like the name of the podcast, and they really be talking about some interesting stuff on there. So
yeah, it's just trying to, you know, I want people to get to know our guests, get to know us, share, like, I mean, Quixote, you know, just sharing those experiences because it helps connect people in the right way, you know, whether they're just, I use this loosely, real people in the sense of, you know, not a creator or an artist or, you know, whatever, like we're still human at the end of the day. So we're going to go through different experiences, or even if things just apply with other spaces, like let's share those things out. Let's get it out there and let's keep it, you know, help people grow in what they're trying to do. That's what we say all the time.
Love what you're doing.
At the end of the day, support is free, y'all.
Like, I'm telling you, dude. Like,
exactly. It takes 2 seconds to repost something. It takes, you know, even less than that to comment on something.
Yep.
You know,
but that's what I'm saying.
To be super descriptive. Just, you know, let them know you're there.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like within a half an hour, I think of you posting that, tagging me sharing it. I had
the chain reaction.
I had 2 people DMing me, like, you know, and it's like, oh, it's only 2 people. Well, dude, like. That's people that responded to a call to action, you know, and it moved people one way or another.
Yeah.
Even if it's people that I haven't really looked at it, but even if it's people who are like, oh, you're trash, I don't even know why you're on there. Well, it upset somebody. So at least it moved somebody somehow. So it stirred them up for some reason. So it's like
even if you see the same 2 people, like it's going to grow because they're latching on to everything. Like they're gonna tell, you know, their friend group, their family, whoever, and you're gonna see more people slowly but surely. You know what I'm saying? Now there's 5. Okay, you know, months pass. Okay, now there's like 20. You know, just keep growing.
Snowball. It just keeps growing. Absolutely. Like earlier today, I had somebody DM support local artists asking for the link trees for all the artists on the list because she wanted to check everybody out, and I was like, yo. Say less.
Dude, there you go. Like that, man, it's awesome. I love stuff like that where people are just like, yo, I just want to like connect somehow, some way. Like, get me in there. I want to know, like stuff like that. It doesn't have to be, again, it doesn't have to be these crazy just displays of whatever. It can be just those little things where somebody's just like, yo, I saw you just put up like 3 people. Like, where can I find them? Because I want to check out their stuff. Like that's dope. Like stuff like that is dope.
I'm hoping with this and just, you know, watching it grow and have it grow and stuff like that. I'm hoping people realize that like you don't have to be scared to like reach out to people or just to like look around your own area. You know what I'm saying? If you need a feature, if you need a video, or if you need to like whatever, like there's all the resources are here. It's just like I feel like people are just too scared of the politics of, you know, getting to where they want to go. And I feel like with Artist of the Week and just, you know, bringing people together who may not normally get together, I'm hoping that that breaks that, you know what I mean? Where it's just like, yo, for like just going back to what I said earlier, like, yo, if Dougie TV support local artists, if you know, if they got J Faith on their artist list, like, yo, let me check them out. Because if they like him, I like them. So let me see what he's about. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about for us, I feel like. You know what I mean? So the little things that we can do, shit, I'm with it.
I feel like I got one more thing to put for the Artist of the Week. I hate when people are like, he doesn't deserve to be on the same list as so and so. Like, yo, it's a lot of talking.
Yo, you can have an opinion, man. You can't.
Jay, yo,
can't please
let me tell you the amount of people that hit us about that, literally saying the exact same thing. It's always the same thing. Well, I don't know him. Why is he on here? Oh, you guys are paying favorites. And it's just like, no.
How about you play his music? How about you play their music? How about
That's
you play
the
their music
point.
and see why they're able to stack up against people?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
like that is the whole point. Like if you don't know them, check them out.
Exactly.
I had to check them out myself, and I have fun. We have fun with it because we're actually able to venture out into a different region, GTA map stuff, because this is what we love to do.
right? But also, like, dude, you're not you specifically. I'm just saying people in general. Like, dude, you don't like every artist there is, anyways. So shut up. Like, you're not gonna like every single person that's on the list. You don't like every single artist that is in the music industry right now. Right. So, like, chill out. You don't even like every single genre. So, like, sit down, dude. Like, so what?
They need to get their taste buds up. They need to do some research, do something, soul searching. I don't know. Something.
Like even if you don't like it, like there's music I don't like. It's just not for me. That's what I've always said. Like it's not trash unless it's like just really poorly put together and just done wrong. It's not trash. It's just not for you. It's just not your sound. That plain and simple. Move on.
Thank you for the people in the back. Move on.
Skipping down the list until you find one that you like and be like, "Oh, I didn't really like those other people. It just isn't my thing." But you know what? Homeboy over here, homegirl over here, they was rocking on the mic. Let's go. I just added a bunch of their songs to my playlist. Cool. I'll take one person out of 5. All right, cool. Like y'all did something. Like you had the impact. It was at least one person that got added. Yep. Hopefully 5, but at least one.
Hey, not everybody's gonna like everything we do, but we do it for y'all. So I don't know. I don't know. Like, you know.
I mean, exactly. I look at it like that too. It's just like you're always gonna get that one heckler or like somebody who's gonna not approve, but it's just like that one person compared to those 20 plus people who are voting, who are checking out these artists, who are sharing, who are what I'm saying, who are actually nominating also. Like those are the people that are just going to outweigh that one or two hecklers at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So
well, it's like I said at the top of this. When did this world get so backwards that kindness was a bad thing?
Right.
Like you're just trying to show love. Like who cares? Like, oh my gosh, you put somebody's name on a thing.
You share your friend's music, you're a D-rider.
Yeah. Like,
listen, I'm gonna say this, man. Just because you support somebody or just because you like their music or whatever does not mean you are a D-rider. Like you just can be a fan to be a fan. And also just because you may be a fan of one artist, you have the right to like other artists as well. I hate seeing that too as well. People are just like, oh,
too, right? They're like, you can only be my fan.
Yeah. No, like I can like one artist, but then also like another artist as well. Like
me and L.Y.F.E being a part of MOCG and then being like, your fans can't be my fans.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it's so idiotic. Like, it's just dumb. Especially like when we do a project together, it's to be like, no, they can only like my verses, my hooks. Like,
you can only go to my shows.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, come on. People just
no, this is my song, damn it.
Yeah, right. I have 2 verses on it, so it's mine.
You can't steal it.
Yeah, like people just be so extra sometimes. I can't stand it.
I will say though, I'm starting to see the shift in the city. It's really starting to change. There's more places opening up. There's new places opening up. And I feel like there's a lot more opportunities for artists and for fans to kind of just like connect and just, make something like grow relationship wise or just like fan base wise. You know what I mean? Like I'm really starting to see it. And I'm really starting to get excited, to see what happens next when it comes to the city and stuff like that.
Definitely.
And the greatest thing about the local scene here is, like a while ago, like we were from the outside looking in to see like what the music scene was about around here. And like now, like seeing what it is now, it's because of us. It's because of what we're doing. Now we're in it.
Exactly. Yeah. It's our turn, baby.
Right now, we are our time. We are the difference makers right now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I heard you 100%, 1,000%.
Word.
I was just thinking about it, like, you know what I'm saying? When I was first coming into the game, like, I wish there was people more active like y'all are doing this podcast, like how we're doing the Artist of the Week to make people do that chain reaction of communication, because really there's no one putting their foot down and making it a routine, making it a thing for other people to enjoy, not just themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we want anybody on here. Like, we can just like, random Joe Schmo off the. I mean, I probably won't, but random Joe Schmo off the street because Joe Schmo's got a story that he could share with somebody. And he's going to connect with somebody and hopefully inspire somebody. So let's keep having the conversations. We got to have the conversations. We got to have the networking. We got to have people sharing and supporting each other because we can't do this thing alone. So
there's actually people who out here that rap but don't got no resources, and people that got resources is trying to like blackball them or keep them away from the resources.
Gatekeepers. It's the gatekeepers. That's what we're saying.
Trying to make a quick buck off of them.
Yeah. You know, if you really want it, you're gonna have to pay double time.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you want to perform? All right, say less. Let me just get a quick 500 real quick. Like,
yeah.
What?
And then you got to sell tickets.
Right.
You're bringing a crowd. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Like
a whole bunch.
Those honestly, I feel like those people are starting to slowly die out, and I feel like we are starting to finally get a hold of the scene and starting to be able to actually change things and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, especially in the DJ scene, like, bro, things are changing so quickly, and it's so cool to see. Like, because everybody who's like, I guess my class, let's say, you know, we're starting to be that, you know, the top, or we're, you know, the I don't know, I guess the older, like,
OGs.
Yeah, like I don't really. It's cringy to say it because like I don't want to feel old, but it's just like it's true. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but it's the truth, and it's cool to see, and like it's cool to be able to see the newcomers come along and, you know, start to get their feet wet and being able to actually help them or to actually direct them to where they want to go without having to worry about, you know, the gatekeepers up top being like, yo, what are you doing? Leave them alone. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly. Man, I appreciate what y'all do, man. This has been dope. This has been really dope. Before we wrap, I know Quixote, you've been on here a few times, but you can always share it and remind people. But do y'all want to just share, you know, how people can connect with y'all? That's the biggest thing. We want to make sure that people are able to connect with y'all. Those people that are watching this, listening to it, wherever, we want to make sure that people are able to connect with y'all. So if y'all want to share that out with the fam.
Oh yeah, Dougie, go ahead,
brother. Good.
All right, thank you. Is fucking Dougie TV. Oh, I'm swearing. It's Dougie TV. You can catch me on all platforms. Hashtag Dougie TV, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. You know the vibe.
Yo, what's going on? You can find me pretty much everywhere at Quixote the DJ, SoundCloud, not Facebook, IG. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Let's connect, support local artists too as well. Support is free. So make sure to, you know, tap in and all that stuff on my artists, creatives of any sort. We're here to support you guys. The city is what's important. And yeah, make sure y'all vote Artist of the Week.
Absolutely.
That's right. Make sure y'all vote for me. No, I'm just kidding. Show support to I would not be an artist if I didn't try to plug myself a little bit. But shout out to everybody that's on that list, man. I appreciate you guys just putting people on and just sharing that. You know, win or lose, this is just dope for artists to just connect. Obviously, I just told you, like, my DM, you know, people hit me up on the DM. So obviously it's connecting artists, and hopefully that just continues to grow and grow and grow into hopefully week 63, you know, where y'all trying to roll. So
yeah,
keep doing your thing, man. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all too.
Yeah, appreciate you having us. You know what I'm saying? It's good to be back again.
Always,
you know?
man.
Yeah, so
anytime you want to roll through, you know, you got a spot. Same with you, Dougie.
Hey, legendary. Shout out Right Mind Podcast. You heard?
Yeah.
Energy.
Yeah. I want to shout out MOCG, Minds of One Collective Genius. Shout out 41st Studios, as always, for allowing us to be here in this beautiful space. Shout out to our guests, Dougie and Quixote, here tonight. Shout out to my man L.Y.F.E here. Shout out to Kayla, who's not here, but our wonderful co-host. Shout out to Kayla. Appreciate everybody that has been tuning in. I want to say God bless. But until next time, my name is Jay Faith.
This is Life.
We got Quixote and Dougie
Crispy
TV.
back.
Crispy. Yo, cannot forget Crispy Pix. He's so quiet in the back. He's so quiet in the back. You just forget. Shout out to Crispy.
Shout out
Crispy.
to Crispy.
Shout out to all the listeners. Appreciate y'all from day one. And Quixote, #1 in the books with Right Mind Wednesdays podcast. We'll catch y'all next time. What's up?
Thank you.